Okay, I'm making this video for you to watch whenever you are feeling discouraged about the efforts you're putting in to improving your body, whether that's weight loss, improving your cholesterol, decreasing inflammation. Let's talk mainly about weight loss for now. I want you to know this is all about physiology. It is not about calories. It is not about genetics. It is most definitely not about whether you have enough willpower, whether you have the intelligence, whether you're capable, whether you deserve it. I love teaching people and I love learning myself about how our physiology actually interacts with what we eat, when we eat, when and how we move, our sleep. What is really going on with our whole physiology, the whole hormonal system, the gut microbiome, everything, blood sugar regulation. I'm going to show you a list of all of the things that are actually getting in your way when you're trying to improve your health, trying to lose weight, and it doesn't seem to be working. Whether that's because you're doing everything right or that you think is right and it just doesn't seem to be working, or maybe you kind of know or think you know what you should be doing and you intend to do it, but then you keep going off the rails and keep doing the things that you know aren't helping. In either case, there are many, many layers and many aspects to our physiology that can be blocking our fat burning, blocking our body's ability to regulate a healthy weight for us, or regulate health in other ways, again, like cholesterol or blood sugar or blood pressure, inflammation. And so I just want you to continue to get curious about what's really going on in your body. I'm going to, again, I'm going to show you a list of things that I hope will be a little bit eye-opening. I hope it won't be overwhelming because there's a lot of them. The good news is that when you start working, taking steps to work with your physiology, kind of through any of these avenues, they each start helping the others because they all interact with each other. And again, although I'm not saying calories don't matter at all, it's not about calories. It's not about your willpower. Dieting is not the solution. Let me just show you a list of the different aspects of your physiology that are actively working to regulate your weight and health at whatever stage you are right now. And I hope this can help you get curious, also get patient. Okay, it's taken years to get where you are now, and our food system has not been helping you. We have a horrible mismatch between our physiology and our food system. Not a good match, I'm sorry to say. Not that we can't still figure out how to work within it, do the best we can, but it's all about physiology. Again, not about your willpower. You are not lacking willpower. You are not lacking strength or intelligence or deservedness. So here are just a few things that, for example, block fat burning. And again, they also play a role with regulation of weight and health in other aspects. But you have to be addressing these things. You have to be addressing these things to improve your health, to improve your body's ability to regulate its weight. You can't just restrict calories and not address these things. Now, some of us have more more of these things from this list than others. For some people, it might just be two or three things on this list. It's probably never going to be one, but some people might have to, might be able to just focus on two or three things and have kind of everything start to work together better again. And for some people, you might have a longer list. You still just start with one or two or three things, and then as they improve, you can start to focus on the other things if they're not already clearing up on themselves just by improving the first things that you did. So blood sugar dysregulation, you've got to be addressing blood sugar dysregulation. It's related to insulin resistance, not the same thing. Both of them are critically important. For example, if you have insulin resistance, it means you have high levels of insulin. Insulin is blocking your body's ability to burn fat. That's just one example. Stress hormones, same thing. They get a little more complicated. Sometimes there can be weight loss with stress, but overall, with chronic stress, it's going to interfere with your body's ability to burn fat. Gut microbiome. This is huge. It's going to be affecting inflammation. It's going to be affecting appetite and cravings. It's going to be affecting your quality or the function of your digestive system. Even just whether you're prone to carry more fat or be more lean. Your gut microbiome plays a role in that. Appetite hormones, this is also huge. You can't diet sustainably and just go through life being hungry all the time. You if you need to be addressing the physiology so that you can be eating what you need to eat and satisfying your appetite and having those hormones that regulate appetite, having them work properly. Cell danger response. There are lots of things that will make the mitochondria in your cells decide that the cell is in danger and do things like downregulate your metabolism and decrease the number of mitochondria, which is not a good thing because they produce energy for us. That's a whole thing, addressing mitochondrial happiness and health. Nutrient deficiencies play a role. Actually, many of us are overnourished with calories, and yet we have nutrient deficiencies. So you'll notice the last one on the other side of the column is mineral imbalances also. So that's related to deficiencies, but also about their balance relative to each other is also significant. Of course, addictions. Now the food industry, again, a terrible mismatch with our physiology, and they are engineering foods to be addictive to us so that they can make more money. Addiction is playing a role. So it's not your fault if you have, a really hard time eating the way you want to be eating when you're tempted constantly by these addictive foods that we're surrounded by. Menopause makes things more challenging. Environmental toxins, especially now, often the toxins, when they do make their way into our body, they end up getting stored in our fat. And then our body is protecting us by not burning the fat. I mean, that's just one element that might be blocking fat burning. Emotional eating triggers, emotions and stress both need to be addressed. Inflammation is going to be getting in your way if you are working on wanting to have your body burn fat more easily, but inflammation is in there maybe from food sensitivities or an infection, lots of different causes for inflammation. The dysbiotic gut microbiome, again, that can contribute to inflammation. That's going to make regulating your weight and health. It's going to impair that ability. Low thyroid function, stressed liver, and the stressed liver plays a role in the thyroid function as well. Poor sleep, not having enough muscle mass. Again, mineral imbalances. Even more things like hydration, not being well hydrated is going to impair your body's ability to burn fat. Maybe some medications that you're taking, whether they might directly affect fat regulation or weight regulation, but also indirectly, like if they have many medications will, if not maybe all, will have a negative impact on the gut microbiome. And again, then the gut microbiome plays a role in your weight regulation. So there's all of these aspects of physiology. It is not just about, oh, I just need to eat less and move more. Without addressing these other aspects of physiology, if you are just using your willpower while it lasts, if you are just trying to eat less and move more, you're going to be adding to your body's stress. You're going to be adding to that cell danger response that the mitochondria are going to say, oh, we're in danger. We need to regulate metabolism. You're going to be maybe increasing inflammation, certainly going to be increasing appetite, probably lowering your energy levels, making it harder to motivate yourself to move. Those are not the answers. The eat less, move more is not enough. And it can even go against your physiology if these other things aren't being addressed. So if you're feeling discouraged, again, I encourage you to get curious. Take a breath. Realize that it's all this physiology is complicated. It's taken a while to get it to where it's dysfunctional today. It is reversible to heal these things. And it's going to take some time. Fast weight loss is virtually never going to be a good thing. That's what's going to tend to have your body react by protecting itself. If it's happening too fast and not in a positive way by, again, addressing these root physiological imbalances or areas of dysregulation. So be patient, be curious, continue to learn. So I'm making this, again, a little encouragement, offering a new perspective maybe than what you've been having in your head. I had the idea to make this for people in my Mastering Metabolism and Midlife Health program. And if you are in that, I'm going to put this video in your resources module. So you can watch it anytime and be reminded like, oh yeah, okay, it's not just about eating less and moving more. It's not because I'm broken. It's not because I don't have enough willpower. It's because it's very complicated. It's going to take time. I can learn these steps to address these things, prioritizing, especially in this program, blood sugar regulation, insulin resistance, stress, gut microbiome, kind of prioritizing those first. Those will start to have a beneficial effect for all of those other things. And then as you move through with progress, if things are starting to stand out as needing a little extra help, specific attention, then there's things that can be done for that too. So if you're in the Mastering Metabolism and Midlife Health program with me, this is in your resources section. But then I also realized this is a message I really want everybody to hear, whether you ever work with me or not. So I'm going to be putting this out there for you. Please understand you are not broken. Your body's working physiologically to protect itself just the way it's supposed to, but it's responding to, probably many years of the wrong kind of input from, again, our very broken food system. And don't try to white knuckle your way through it with calorie restriction and over exercising, because that's going to backfire. It'll work for some people for a while. You'll lose weight and then you'll probably gain it back again. And as you age and as you've gone through the dieting cycle more times, your body's going to be more resistant to that, which it should be. It should be protecting you from periods of starvation. Your body doesn't know the difference between being surrounded by food and choosing to restrict yourself and over exercise, or actually not having access to food. Your body doesn't know the difference. So it becomes resistant to losing weight when calories are scarce. Anyway, that's another, I could keep going on, but I don't want to go too long in this video. I hope you can take some encouragement. Again, I know that list might be kind of overwhelming because there's so many things. But again, the good news is when you start to work with just one or two of those even, each one starts to help the others as far as your physiology. And you can change and heal these things. And it will take some time. So be curious, be patient. Don't blame yourself for not being strong enough or having enough willpower or being smart enough, or don't feel that you must just not deserve to be healthy. None of those things are true. And I look forward to being able to help you if you and I are meant to work together, or you and I are already working together. And if you get this message without working with me, I hope you take it forward and that it can support you in making improvements to your health and maintaining your health. Oh, and I didn't mention, if you don't know me, I'm Megan Aro, nutritional therapy practitioner, metabolic health practitioner. And oh yeah, I'll show you the other slide that I do have. This is my mission, to help reverse the epidemic, which we certainly do have an epidemic of preventable poor health. Again, this mismatch, horrible, horrible mismatch between our physiology and our food system. So we have an epidemic of preventable poor health and chronic disease. And my mission is to help reverse this by educating and empowering everyone I can reach. And that's it for this video.